We're talking about phrase matching for beginner DJs and how it helps you make better transitions.
Phrase matching is a little different from beat matching because you're not just thinking about getting the song in sync with the next song, you're thinking about the structure of the song and where it makes sense to even make a transition. Just a trigger warning, there's a very small amount of math involved here. Most of the music we play as DJs can be counted in groups of 4 beats. 4 beats equals 1 bar. Multiples of 4 bars make up a phrase. So you can have a 4-bar phrase, an 8-bar phrase, a 16-bar phrase, 32-bar phrase. You get where this is going. To look at this a little bit more clearly, I want you to go into your DJ software. I'm using Rekordbox today. If you're in Rekordbox 2, I want you to actually go to export mode. And once you're in export mode, load up a track. And now that the waveform is a little bigger, you can see what I mean by like beats and bars. So at the very beginning of your track, you're gonna be at the first bar, and then there's 4 beats in that bar. 1, 2, 3, 4, and now you're at the second bar. So now that you know like beats and bars and phrases, you can figure out the structure of any song. And the reason I wanna know the song structure is because that's gonna help me decide where to transition that song into another song. So when you first start looking at a song to figure out the phrasing and the structure, you can actually look at the waveform for some clues. You can see where things are happening in the song from the waveform. Not every song is gonna look like this. Some might look like really uniform, but here you can see the waveform changes a lot right here. Maybe this is an intro with not a lot of drums. I would obviously listen to this to confirm, but it looks like there's some kind of drop over here, and then maybe again over here and here. So I would start listening to the song and figuring out where things are changing or happening. And then using this first part as an example, I think something is happening right where that red line is. So I load it up in the song and I can see, all right, this is a 16-bar intro that goes into some kind of drop. So that intro is a phrase and I want to mark that phrase with something. Luckily, we have something called hot cues, which are markers you can put anywhere in a song to give yourself a visual cue and also a button to press to actually jump to that part of the song when you're playing it if you want to. I just figured out I have this 16-bar intro and I want to put a cue at this next section. In Rekordbox, you create hot cues by making sure that this cue loop section is selected, dragging the cursor to where you want to put the cue, and then these buttons here are different hot cues that you can place. I already placed A here, but I'm gonna take it away and then reset it. And now if I'm playing the song and I wanna jump back to that part, I just press the button. Or if you have a controller, these are gonna be your hot cue buttons. So when you set it up on Rekordbox, it'll correspond to these 8 buttons here. Once you set some hot cues for your songs and you learn the different song structures, it'll help you figure out good places to transition to a new song. For example, if there's like a huge drop in a song, that might not be the best place to then immediately bring in a new song. I would wait till a calmer part, you know what I mean? But this is an art form, so I encourage you to be creative with it and just test it out on your songs and see